always think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to track. You say that you proud of me, I'll turn my back.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Mayfield now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Check 26, check 26. Check it, man.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Mayfield from the gun on third down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A give running right is Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check 44, check 44. Check. I got it.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Connor here on first. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey. Check. Fresno. Anywhere. Fresno. Kill. 58, boys. 58, Mike.
Jackson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled.
The fuck? I cannot keep my
The Browns 33. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. Now it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a big turnover there as his
the whole team be open. He keep forcing the juju.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Chubb. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From from the shotgun. It's Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Throwing, Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the 36, Jackson. And this is Moncrief for the catch. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
What?
Inside, it's complete.
Boy.
23 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I got one. Hey, check 24. Check 24. This is 6. Bullet. How? Hey, we got the mic. Number 3.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the... Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. That was well good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught. Beckham. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
180. Up, up. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Pistol. Hey, alert. I got you.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to run it deep inside.
I want to throw it in the end zone anyway.
9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mayfield with it once more. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Was that a receiver or he was a receiver?
Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. They took advantage of the young man right there.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Hey, 133. Check.
Hey.
Point it right. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Odell Beckham with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
It's actually a good game, though.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Conner, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Check three. Go. Mike, 58, right there. You must get that.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson throws right side, and that's complete.
Shit.
20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kill. X3. 218, chop. Hurry.
They run. Chubb. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd and 5 now. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's Chubb.
Get off that shit.
4 here down down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey,
Call to gain a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Mayfield.
I hit the wrong damn button. I'm tripping. I hit the wrong button.
Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the
My fault, I hit the wrong button.
And with that, they will move out in front by 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Connor. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete to the running back Connor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, start that bullshit. Punt the ball, bum.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Before they can get the punt away,
I know he wanted to go for it.
We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action.
It was 4th. I think he can go for it, Tammy.
This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier.
Touchdown right here. Close it out, fellas.
It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Mayfield. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I ain't wrong. I ain't mean to do that.
Backwards here, losing yardage.
I thought I was going to the right. Picked the wrong down one.
Sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. This drive's taking more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Chubb. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Hunt, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. They're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Check 43. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Jackson to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Here's Jackson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Safety screaming.
Throwing now is Jackson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
58. Mike, 58, right there. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be open. Don't be scared of it.
Now Jackson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
53 is the mic. Coming, baby. I'm coming. Out, 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 out. Let's go, let's go. Go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Jackson will throw again.
Miles!
Big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
About to say where you been at all day, babe.
Stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Check 24. Check 24. Check 30. Check 30.
third down. Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Let's go, let's get this ball back. 58 to Mike, 58, 58 to Mike. Cut, cut, cut. 58 to Mike. 50. Got one. And 58 to Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Browns, the streak continues.